Mmmbop, da ba doo bop, dooey da ba doo bop, da ba doo. Yeah, yeah. Vocal exercises.
Community update, motherfuckers. We have cool news for you. Up there we have a green screen set up and we're shooting and things, and that means that, you know, we're actually in full production of SDA. Self-development activism, the new iPower series, launching pretty soon.
Okay, well, first and foremost, Stickam dates. From now on, the Ventrilo dates, Wednesday, 7 PM GMT, will also be Stickam dates. You can watch everyone who's on cam on Stickam. You'll get a link on the Ventrilo. And they'll also be more personal. These event dates will from now on be more focused on your self-development, your life, whatever you want to talk about. Not just like one discussion that everyone has to discuss. You know, it's more like a get together, talk about whatever you want to talk about and whatever's going on in your life. As some of you might have noticed in the last clip, we are now allowed to use Celldweller's music, which is awesome. This is why this shit sounds so good lately. Okay, one more thing I want to mention is Sophie's motivation wall. This shit is awesome. It's such a good idea. She has this thing on her wall that's like this big, you know, whiteboardish thing with all her monk goals on it. So every time she comes in a room, she sees it and it's like, bam, bitch, do this. Mario is back on the site. You know, the little kid who bumps his head against the wall? He's back.
Sam Jones, the guy who's awesome on the site and has like great taste in movies and music and all that, now has seen Twilight and loves it.
I mean, not just loves it, he has the whole deal. Has the posters, action figures of Bella and Edward. Whole deal. If you hate Twilight and you think it's a very bad movie and you don't understand why intelligent people like it, ask Sam.
I personally don't like it, actually.
Yeah, we hate it, but
not only stupid people like Twilight.
Apparently.
We're just mentioning it because, you know, we hope maybe then he'll stop posting about it.
Change your image and avatar to something not Twilight. You're not Edward.
Yeah.
You're not a vampire. Something else that's really awesome is Michiel, also known as Mvision on the site, is doing a double monk week after his exams. The guy rocks. We've actually met him in person a while ago. Awesome guy. Awesome to see he's doing a double monk week.
Yeah.
Keep rocking. And last but not least, Kung Fu Anthrax is doing a nursing course. The guy is going into nursing, so if you live in New Zealand and you have a boo-boo, he's gonna fix it.
Let's see what kind of questions the community has been asking us.
Josh asks what our favorite song is for workouts. Mmmbop by Hanson. By a long shot. When you're pumping that iron, man, nothing gets you going better than that.
Propane Nightmares by Pendulum. Lately, Finnish Symphony or something by Hybrid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Run DMC. Those are pretty good to work on. Do you like kittens? Circun G asks.
I like tiny kittens and tender moments.
I like long walks on the beach. I like to watch movies, listen to music, and kittens. I'm also a very honest guy. And then last but not least, you have Jan Orhan asking, why do we cry? We don't, man. Maybe you do.
Okay, now listen up. We're gonna get into some serious questions and answers really soon. Just in a little bit, we're gonna just go through like the community highlights of the week, and then we're gonna go in depth. But first,
bigger than iPower is Jin. Jin is the bomb. Awesome self-development activist, mofo. Just check out his profile.
Newbie of the week is Luke, who makes awesome topics and brings up cool shit in discussions on the website, and has the same name as a character in Star Wars.
Want to be bigger than iPower? Make a photo with lightsaber.
Do it.
Cosplay Luke. Go play with Skywalker. If you want to be bigger than iPower, you know what to do, man.
Group of the week this week is alcohol-free iPower members. Now, we just thought it was a cool thing to feature because, you know, with all the social acceptance and social pressure towards alcohol, you know, most people think, you know, when you're going out and stuff, you have to drink alcoholic beverages and all that. That was cool that, like, there was this group forming in iPower of people saying, like, well, I want to live an alcohol-free lifestyle. Props to Envision for starting it.
Then we have, last but not least, discussion of the week. And this week that is, don't eat the marshmallow yet. It's a lot cooler than it sounds.
Time to get a little bit serious and answer serious questions from the community. Let's get into what you guys sent us.
Thomas L. has asked us what the best conversation topics are when you talk to random people on the street, which is a social self-development exercise. Anything. Anything. The point of the exercise is just shaking loose from social validation, building self-esteem, not caring about what people think of you. Whatever, man. This guy right here, he walks up to people on the street and he asks, hey, what do you like, grapes or bananas? It's what he does. He gets 10-minute conversations out of this sometimes.
Or do you watch Star Trek?
He does that.
Look, what's most important is that you allow yourself to be fully loose in this and like just detach and just go on flow, on feeling, and just talk to people and just vibe with people, where you're not really trying to think of like, oh, shall I say this or shall I say that? Or even if someone responds, you're not trying to come up with a good response to what they said. You're just vibing, and whatever comes up, just go with that. If you succeed in actually doing that and really just having that smooth flow of stuff, then your body language and everything will just be so natural, so in tune, that whatever you say, most people think it's okay and think it's interesting.
There are topics that work a lot of the time when you talk to random strangers. But the reason I hate focusing on that is because you're gonna try to get, use that to get a good reaction. You're actually gonna use a good reaction to feel good about yourself, which totally demolishes the exercise.
Go out, be you. If you really don't know, if you really can't get out of it, then use that state and be honest about it. Go to people, say like, I don't know what to talk about. What do you think would be a cool topic to talk to a random stranger about? It's a great way for self-development and for really getting to know yourself, getting to your core and peeling away the layers to the core of yourself.
Like an onion.
Like an onion.
That's from Shrek, by the way. Great self-development movie. Laura asks, how to become self-motivated. Most people expect motivation to happen innerly. They expect it to be a mental process and then go out and do something. Most of the time, what happens is action has to precede motivation.
This is a very deep topic. We're going to get much more in depth about it in the SDA series that's coming up. But one thing I got to keep in mind that's very important in all this process is that very insignificant actions you may take still shape your character, even though, they may seem completely insignificant and trivial. You are deciding with every trivial, useless, insignificant thing what kind of person you are, because every action is what shapes character. So insignificant as they may be, look at whether or not you want to be the person that does or does not do these things.
Another very interesting thing about motivation is that some people have to do things in their daily lives that they don't want to do and don't agree with, but they have to do due to circumstances. What's a very good way to go about this is to see the whole process as a self-development exercise. It's practicing your discipline. It's actually taking that right action and practicing that muscle in your brain that you can do things if they have to be done, despite it summoning negative emotions for you. That only leaves one thing, and that is
coolest motherfuckers of the week, yo.
Sam Jones for making awesome blogs and liking Twilight.
Kato Albertson for having the guts and the strength and the power to quit World of Warcraft.
Alan for quitting Facebook because he was addicted to it.
Carla for vlogging and being cute.
Vic for making awesome vlogs. Actually, that was a message for future Vic.
And props to all the monks out there.
Joshua Rivera.
Josh.
Dan.
Jin.
And Vision Yo.
Kafers.
Chris.
And Josh Pigzinski.
Also, if your question did not make it into our list, kill yourself. You suck at life.